Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And I am definitely doing this video for various reasons. And a lot of these have to do with the energies that we've been feeling most recently in the last couple of days. And a lot of you guys are wondering, well, what's going on? Why is this happening? Why am I feeling this way? It's very pure energy. You can take it either positive or negative. Whichever way you interact with it is just going to interact with you again. And since that moment where it felt startling, we're approaching a time that it's unprecedented. It hasn't happened in a very long time, millions of years on planet Earth. Um, we're entering a lighter part of the universe that's going to bring out a lot of uh, feelings, a lot of emotions, a lot of who we are inside, and a lot of the things that make us see ourselves in a different way. Maybe not as your profession, um, not as not necessarily your background or what you've been taught to be, but you are going into a deeper sense or knowledge of yourself first before you go on to interact with others' energies and others' mindsets and where they are. So, like I've said in previous videos, there's a dividing wall of those are going to be in 3D and those are going to be in fourth and fifth, etc. as we go on. So, what's going to happen, right? How am I going to integrate this? In my last video, I felt that energy towards the end of the video and I let it run through me and let it use me as a medium to communicate. And I felt happiness. I felt excitement. I felt this sense of joy, but I wasn't bouncing off the wall. I wasn't going out to shout and scream, and I wasn't just going to yell into a pillow or something out of happiness for all this um, energy that was going through me. So a lot of you are going to have this hovering in your aura, and after it's in the aura, your field will be energized, and you'll be able to process this as you go along, and you might feel it in the different ways. Like for example, I had a headache a few days ago that just didn't go away. I think on Saturday, and it just wasn't going away. And I told myself, you know what? I'm not taking anything for it. I'm just gonna ride it out for whatever reason it's there. Just ride out your headache and go with it. It didn't matter to me that it was there or that I needed to remove it. I thought, well, this is part of some process, and I'm just gonna let it work itself. Um, so when you all went through this energy, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to interact in the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension interactively while in this physical body that we have right now. This, right? All right, this. You're going to be able to interact with that energy. So, um, the energy increased naturally, and you can interpret it as you wish, but to me, it felt like we were a balloon pressed against the wall, and you can say that I was the wall, and you can feel understand the concept of a balloon pressing against it, and I felt it, but it wasn't bad, but it's still a force. It still had a tangible presence that you had to deal with. Like if someone loves you, or they haven't seen you and they hug you and you just feel a very tight hug. I'm sure everyone's felt a tight hug from someone that they haven't seen in a long time. And he's like, oh, oof, Jesus, okay. Like, I'm now feeling pressure that you're holding me this tight, you know? That's kind of how it felt to me at first. Then the lingering effects afterwards, the, um, the levels of it actually permeating your field and integrating itself, um, was at the beginning, how we all felt this for everybody, was that we were going past a sixth dimension, right? We were at a sixth dimension. And it's like the example that I told myself this morning, so I can cope with the idea of what was going on. I told myself, what if you were a baby? And not all babies can see color right away after they're born, it takes a few months. But think how much of an interest there would be in a child that's looking at a particular color that they couldn't see before. I think they gradually start to see in all colors. And then there's a house plant and it's green and they're just staring at it and like, they can't stop looking at it. It's something that's completely new, a brand new experience that you've never had before. And you usually get a lot of those in the beginning of life, and later on, you usually don't get any shock and awe if you're disappointed in another person, or you know you find yourself in any situation that's a new emotion for you. You may not be as amused or excited about this. But that's how it felt for us in the beginning of this process that we're going through right now. And I hope you've accepted that as it was. Then later through the experience, we've collectively then went to a sixth dimensional experience. We touched that sixth dimensional ceiling. And then we gradually were brought down to a more resonant field where we feel comfortable, but yet our awareness has expanded that much more. So you'll be more in tune with others' feelings. You'll connect or understand a person more than what just their skin or their look or their behavior. You'll have a full picture of that person's auric energy, emotional capacity, state of being, and such other things about them that's going to give you a full picture of who's standing in front of you, who you're looking at, who you're interacting with on a daily basis. Quite honestly, I practice with whoever happens to be with me the most at any given time. And I sit at the seat of my soul, that still voice that lets you lose any sort of focus on external stimuli. Because right now, as I'm recording this video, I am with you and you are with me. So, keeping a balanced emotional field allows you to expand your full capacity, and the thankfulness that I felt towards the end of my last video just explained it as a gift. Even though I like to say that these are things that we can already do for ourselves, and a lot of us can or have in the past, but we're living in very extraordinary times. We're in this physical vessel that we are occupying right now is capable of receiving these energies. So those that can receive these energies and have been giving abilities and gifts should be responsible for those that don't. should be should become aware that there's something different and there's something more, and what you want to do is help and guide in the least seeming possible way, no matter how bad it may look like. So enjoy it, take it for what it's worth, and continue to move forward, because we're going to receive another pulse of energy in July. It's when we're receiving something else. So as soon as these settle in and you're comfortable with these feelings, and you're going to receive another bump up. But basically our consciousness levels are increasing, and they're, oh, you know, getting ready to prepare the vessel, the body, to do even more extraordinary things that we weren't even aware of that we can do. Now, I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. I try. And with that, I just leave you in happiness. I leave you feeling with a sense of calmness, a sense of togetherness that we can accomplish as a collective. And I can't wait to see you in my next video, hopefully soon. So you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a great rest of your afternoon, and I will keep you posted and updated with any new significant news that I might be getting in the near future. So enjoy yourselves. Have a good rest of the afternoon, and I'll see you next time.